Welcome back. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your third semester engineering. Okay, welcome back. Myself, Professor Rahul Bubnade. So I will be dealing with computer-aided machine drawing to you. Okay. Today's in this sessions will be dealing about introduction, why it is required. So what are the things are there? So importance of this software. Okay, computer-aided machine drawing. Okay. So all these things will be dealing in today's sessions. Will be dealing about the importance or the syllabus contains all these things. Okay. Let's begin with these sessions. So welcome back. So today I will be dealing with this myself and Professor Bumnade and all. So we'll be dealing with next. We'll be having three sections in this. So basically, part A, part B, and part C. Okay. So in the part A, we'll be having a review of graphics interface in the software. So basically, as of earlier, before the 90s, we used to draw engineering drawings. So drawing is heart of mechanical engineers. Okay, engineering drawings. So they are, as in being an engineer, you should know how to read the drawings, how to get the intricacy of the product. Okay. So these drawings is a communication language to manufacture a product. Okay. It will be having various tolerances, limits, weights, and all these things. So for this, we are going to use manually. We are using to use the drafters, scales, compasses, protractors, French curves. Okay. So here in this, we are doing all these things. We are drawing the things in a computer with the help of computers. So thereby, it's a computer-aided machine drawing. As of now, we have studied engineering graphics. Okay, we will be studying about the prerequisites will be the various uh, projection of points, projection of planes, okay, the planes and various geometries. Okay, so these geometries are the surfaces, all these commands. In the first year, the first semester or the second semester, you learnt about the engineering graphics. In that, you'll be having lines, projection of points, and even you have studied about the various planes like first quadrant, second quadrant plane, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Okay, what is the difference between first angle projection and third angle projections? So all these things it has been studied, and we have done a development of cone, cylinders, all these things. So, but these are the prerequisites. So to carry out the same in the next level. So here in this review of the graphics interface software, and we are going to use solid edge. So in some other you can use a SolidWorks, Solid AutoCAD, graphics. There are n number of softwares are there. So nowadays the market, engineering market will be to survive in a design engineering field or the design field. You should know this basics of software. You should be hands-on with very much expertise with these softwares. Okay, to get into the software field. Okay, so before to this, if you are get into the software, you should know the drawings convention, drawing signs, drawing rules. Okay, so these drawing rules, signs, they are all world recognized. They are the internationally recognized, ISO recognized. Okay, so wherever it goes, the remains same. Okay, so in this we are going to study about the review of graphics interface is the solid edge we are using, and we are using the some basic sketching commands. Whatever you have done, the same thing will be taken to the higher level with the help of computers. Okay, so the software has various sketching commands: line, circle, polygons. Different commands are there. Toolbars are there. Okay, so the navigations command, how to take it product with help of a single line. So the making conversion of 2D drawings into 3D drawings will be done in this, and how to draw new drawing sheets. Okay, so there are various rules and regulations will be there for drawing sheets. How to make this? What are the drawing sheet size will be there? So generally, in a sheets we are using event sheets. Okay, so there are different size comes with that. For our purpose, we'll be using in this computers. We are using the A4 sheets for our easy convenience. Okay, so how to name the drawings and all these things. What are the drawing units? Okay, so before to this, we are before taken to the computers, we are going to make practice in the sketchbooks so that we'll be familiar with the problems, familiar with the things. Okay, so we'll be studying drawing units, grade and snaps. Will be grades in this. Okay, so next is conversion of pictorial views into orthographic projections of simple machine parts with and without sections. Okay, so as a design engineer, if you want to become a design engineer, you should learn this software very thoroughly, very precisely, accurately, so that that will be helping in your futures. You can make a good career in this field, okay, which is having a good scope in the industries as a design engineer. Okay, so here in this coming to this conversion of pictorial views, so here the object is given. Okay, so the industry or the engineering is a concept will be wherever you go to any field, we come across the objects. It may be any electronics field, medical field, whatever the things, whatever the fields are there, we come across the objects or the products. Okay, to make that product, we should have this drawings basics. Okay, so the production of any product will start with begins with the engineering drawing. Okay, to make that engineering drawing will be through with that engineering drawing. It may be electronics field. Okay, so it's very important subject of your curriculum. The conversion of here it is conversion of pictorial views into orthographic projections of simple machine parts. Okay, so product will be there and will be analyzing will it's a front view, side view, and top view. Okay, with help of horizontal plane and vertical planes and side planes. So here we are going to convert that all these things in sketchbook only with and without sections. So we'll be seeing some hollow parts. It is there. You have to see the sections inside, how it is there. So what are the things? How it will be looks in the if we cut into the sections. So next, this will be there in this part A only. So next is hidden line convections and precedence of lines. Okay. So line convection is very important. There are different types of lines are there. There are different line convections are there. For continuous line means all the borders should be continuous lines. So there will be breaking lines, discontinuous lines, or the hidden lines will be there. Okay, so hidden lines will be there. It has got its own significance. We cannot put all lines visible. Okay. Some are dotted line, some are axis line. Okay. So there are different lines are there. You should know with their conventions. You should know how to letter the alphabets. Okay, how to dimension the things. In the first year, we have studied all this dimensioning of any product, dimensioning of product. Okay, how to you'll be using the various pencils, 2H, 4H pencils, and all these things. So next is sections of solids. In this sections of solid, we'll be studying about the sectioning various sections of pyramids, prisms, cubes, tetrahedrons, cones, and cylinders, resting on their basis. Okay. So there are all the geometries. The geometries of various geometries will come across in the space in one or other way. Okay. So all these things we are going to make it a section. Okay, we are going to divide. Okay. So all these things are going to be visualized, and how they will see once we are cut it into parts, symmetrical parts. Okay, they are going to make it inclination. If you are cutting anything, inclination. So we have to show in drawings. We have to show all these details in the to manufacture the any product things. Okay. So next is no problems on axis inclination for you for spares and the follow solids, and you have to analyze the what is the true shape of sections and in this. So next is here also again it will be a conversion of pictorial views into orthographic projections of in this kind sections of solids with continuing with hidden line and precedence of lines in this. So next is very important is third forms. Okay, what is the third terminologies? Where are there are different third terminologies are there. Okay, we will have a module, we have a pitch, we have a teeth. Okay, so there we are having all these things. There are different terminologies, module, pitch. Okay, so these terminologies will be studying the third forms. So third forms are the fastening agents. So we are going to produce threads on. You might have seen on your daily views of threads. How the views of threads will be there. Some are internal thread and external thread. So there are isometric threads. So the ISO stands for International Organization for Standards. So these third forms will be recognized all over the world. Okay. So how to represent internal threads in the drawings, how to represent external threads in the drawings. Okay. BSW threads or square threads, Acme threads, Seller thread, and American standard thread. So we are going to study all these thread forms and thread terminologies in detail when you get into the topic. So next is fasteners. So fasteners, okay. So you have come across various fasteners like nut and bolt. So nut and bolt will be they are the parts. Okay. So without that we cannot assemble, we cannot join with the help of these two things. Okay. So along with this, they are going to join two components, okay, two plates or two any objects with help of nut and bolts. So even with this, we are going to use the washers. So washers are the load taking load bearing subject. Okay, load bearing things. Okay, so in order to make these things, we are going to provide in between the nut and bolt. Okay, we are going to use the washers. Okay, so we are going to study the different types of fasteners. Okay, so there are square-headed bolts with and nut and washer assembly. How the square-headed bolts will looks like. You might have seen, but you don't know its technical things. Okay. What are the pitches are there? What is the length of unthreaded portion? What is the diameter? How to represent the diameter? So all these things. Okay. So next is simple assembly using stud bolts and nuts. What is stud component? What is its law of nuts? What are the law of nuts used? And what is flanged nut? What is slotted nut? So there are different kinds of nuts are there. So taper nuts are there, split pin for locking, taper and a split pin for locking, and countersunk head screw will be there. There are different screw is there and Allen screw is there. So these are different for the fastening the components. Okay. In any component, if you use any component, any product, if you write from the mobiles, computers, watches, in all the components, we need this basic fasteners. It may be small, it may be big. Okay. In any component, if you, wherever you go in any product, these are the major components used in the product, okay, to assemble the things. Next, we will go with the next slide. Okay. So next is the part B side. As of now, we will be studying about all these fasteners, threads, and all these things. So next is keys. Okay. Keys means important. There will be a member will be joining the two parts with the help of small kind of keys. Okay. So it will be having structure. It may be of taper keys. Okay. So parallel keys will be there, feather keys will be there, gib head key, woodruff keys are there. Keys are the joining members where we are going to join the two parts. Okay. So that we can take it out very easily of two components. Okay. With the help of some of the limits and tolerances between those two meeting parts. Okay. So next is you'll be studying about the joints. We'll be having quarter joint. We'll be having knuckle joints for two rods. Okay. So these joints will be studied for even if you go to any automobile parts. We'll be having all the automobile trucks. We'll be having all these joints for the things. Okay. So next we'll be having couplings. Okay, couplings are the two members, assembled members. We are going to study about split muff couplings, protected type flanged couplings, bush type of flexible couplings, and we are going to be studying about universal couplings. Okay, so these are the studying in part B sections. Okay, so keys will be there, joints will be there, and couplings will be there. Okay. So next we'll be studying about part C, very important for your curriculum in this. So we'll be studying in this limits, fits and tolerances. So what is limit, what is fit, what is tolerances? Okay. So all these fundamental tolerances, how to place this tolerances, what is deviation, what is nominal deviation, what is abnormal deviations, how to method of placing limits, what are the different types of tolerances. So all these things, and we'll be studying about the dimensions and machining symbols. Okay, how to dimension the things, what is the machining symbols, okay, for roughness. Okay, there are different symbols are used. What are those symbols? What are the types of fits with symbols? Okay, there are clearance fit, interference fit, what is negative fit, positive fits. Okay. So next we will be studying all these which are usually followed in the industries. So next we will be studying about assembly drawings. Okay. So the exam point of view will be asked for out of 7, ask for any one of the assemblies to make it in the computer, make it individual part, and make it assembled by in the software using the solid edge, which will be include plumber block. Next is lever safety valve, IC engine connecting rod, screw jaw, tailstock of lathe, machine vice, and tool head of shaper machines. Okay, so these are examination point of view. So which will be including 50 marks, which will be including your drawings. Okay, assemble drawing, individual drawings. Okay, taking into drawings into 2D views, showing all the details with the dimensioning and showing bill of materials. Okay, we'll be studying how to show the bill of materials and the software, because you have to familiar with the computers. You should be able to draw all the drawings in the computers, so that you'll be, whenever get into the industry, it is very easy to do the things. Okay. So these are the examples you are going to be studying. This is a major portion will be uh, included on part C. So coming to next very important scheme of examinations, how the examinations will be conducted. The two questions to be set from each part A, part B and part C. Student has to answer one questions each from part A and part B for 25 marks. Okay. So part A and part B will be having 25 marks each, and one question from part C for 15 marks. So which including all your assemblies of anyone will comes in this. Okay, 15 marks. Okay, it's a very important. So next, very important instructions for computer aided machine drawing examinations. So there is no restrictions of timings for sketching or computation of solutions. The total duration is 3 hours. You can do it within 3 hours, no problem. So it is desirable to do sketching of all solutions before computerization. So you have to do, if you are given a object, convert into views, pictorial into orthographic views, and you are given some problems on sections of solids. All these things will be given to before to getting into software or the solution. You will have to do it on the computer before on sketchings. Okay, have to do it on sheets. And you can use it, drawing instruments may be used for the sketching. You can use your all your instrument, pen, pencils, rubber, erasers, all the French curves, all these things can be used, compasses, all these things can be used for your sketchings. And for part A and part B, 2D drawing environment should be used. Okay. Part A and part B, I have already discussed what is part A and part B. Okay. So all these things you have to do it on sketching environment, 2D environment is there. And for part C, that is 3D environment, that should be used in your computers, solid edge. And for assembly and part drawing, and after that you have to extract 2D views of assemblies. Okay. 2D views of assemblies for your presentations. Okay. So based on this, all your examinations will be carried out, and this is a very important point of your career growth and exam point. Being an engineer, you should know all these things very clearly, very precisely. Okay. And these are the textbook, coming to the textbooks of machine drawing. You can refer with K.R. Gopal Krishna, very useful one. You can refer, even you can refer for machine drawing for N.D. Bhatt and E.M. Panchman. So it will be available in our library, and you can refer this to Triambakam also for a textbook of computer aided machine drawing. So it will be telling about all the things, how to uh, go with software which is of solid edge. So other reference books are there also for you. So which is of PS Skill and publishers are S.K. Katari and Sons and all publications here. So even these are all available with us, and hope you understood this importance of this subject. What we are here to impart the knowledge of computers, aided machine drawing. Will be carrying out all the things with help of computers. Okay. Drawings nowadays we need to familiar with this engineering drawings with the help of computers. Okay. Very much essential for the engineers in the present market scenario. Okay. I hope you understood this importance and scope of this subject. So which will be fetching you good career also after your engineering. Okay. Hope you will do very best in this subject, and welcome to once again welcome to this semester. Welcome to this subject. For any queries, you please feel free to ask me, and we are here for your support and guidance. And feel free to ask any queries in the subject. Okay. Thank you one and all for listening to this subject. Have a nice day. Thank you.